Welcome to Attican Plays Railroad Corporation. All right, hi, this is Attican, and welcome to Mission 4 of our first playthrough of Railroad Corporation. I have the hardest time with that name, Railroad Corporation. We're going back. This is an old save file, but I've checked it out, and this is, sure enough, this is the same path. This is what we have for our character at this point. Locomotives minus 14% upkeep, buildings minus 14% upkeep, 20% bonus on passenger transportation, 20% bonus on mail delivery. So I'm going to try this one again. I had a bunch of technical difficulties with it before. It's a pretty involved mission, a lot of fun, and it's set right here, where I live, so it's kind of cool. Now, our headquarters are in Gastonia, which is a little tiny town outside of Charlotte, really down in South Carolina. And we've got interesting thing. We've got an open spot for land, even though it's a tiny little place. Our headquarters are here, and we've got, of course, our train station, which serves as our depot, there. Now, we've got over here to the, it's the left, but it would really be the south, more or less the south, yeah. Well, let's just call it the left. Over here to the left, we've got Spartanburg and Greenville. Greenville is actually big enough to actually require some people, it's a level 5 city, that's what I'm trying to say. Spartanburg has a textile factory. We may or may not use that. We'll see. We've got a beautiful thing down here in Anderson, South Carolina. We've got cotton and wheat fields in one spot. That could be useful. That could be very useful. And let's see. We've got a farm up here, a cattle ranch up here in Hickory, which we're going to need because our thing in this one, our key industry is clothing. We're going to deliver clothing to Raleigh. I'll get to Raleigh in just a minute. We've got this clothes factory in Salem that we could take advantage of. And look over here in Raleigh. Raleigh is a big place. It's a level 35 city, and it needs clothes and meat and passengers and furniture and books and paper and tools and whiskey. It needs everything. It's got a post office, and it has a textile factory. We may or may not use that. But let's see, what do we want to do here? We've got $100,000 to start with. I think the strategy we're going to take, I'm going to try to keep it from getting too crowded in one place. We could, an obvious thing to do, wow, boy, it really is obvious. We've got a cotton field down here in Rock Hill. Run cotton into the textiles in Charlotte, then run those textiles over to the clothes factory in Salem, and then make our deliveries to Raleigh. That would be one obvious way to go. Another way, of course, would be to use Anderson or Rock Hill to go to Spartanburg and then go up that way. Then the other thing we'll need is we're going to need wheat to go to Hickory. I don't think there's any wheat up in here. No. So we're going to need wheat to go to Hickory or someplace to give us our leather production, so we can take leather to the clothes factory. The clothes factory needs textiles and leather. Now, we've got a lot of options here. The other thing we could do, if we could get wheat into Charlotte, I'm laughing at myself because I was thinking about keeping it simple and spreading everything out, and here I am thinking about using Charlotte for everything. Because we've got a spot here, we could put a cattle ranch in Charlotte, of all things. Then we would be producing both the leather and the textiles that are needed in the clothing factory. Let's do that. We can get our cotton from Rock Hill, and we can get our wheat from, let's see. We could get our wheat from over here in Clinton, or we could go over here to Anderson and get our wheat. I don't think there's one down here, I think. No, Oh, there's one way down here, but we won't use that one. All right. So to get our economy going, we've got passenger and mail bonuses. So we're going to start after all that talk. We're going to take the obvious approach. We're going to go from Gastonia to Charlotte. Kind of line it up, point it toward Raleigh. Then we're going to go from Charlotte to Raleigh. Like so. Oh, I also looked. Let's see. Are there any employees worth having? We could have gotten 5% off of all that, but we would have to set up the office and all that good stuff. No thanks. All right, so we're going to go with a John Bull. We're going to go with a passenger line. I think we'll haul 5 at a time. And we got to make all these optional. I'll say it again. Please give us the ability to set them up this way to begin with. Control left click certainly does come to mind. All right, go. And I think we're going to put repairs in Charlotte. And set up our repairs. And okay, now we've got a nice functioning train. We've spent all our money, so let's go. Now, in this one, we introduce a new idea called contracts. These contracts are going to pop up. We have the option of taking them or not. If we hit them, we get a nice payoff. If we miss them, we have to pay a penalty. And we actually have a requirement. One of our core requirements is to complete 7 contracts and deliver our close. And then bonus, if we don't fail any contracts, and we got 1,300 days to get all this done. So let's see what we can do. I'll speed this up, man. Now see, you can make really good money from out of Raleigh because it's got lots of, okay, here we go. Here's our first contracts. Let's take a good look at them. We click up here to see them. Lumber to Wake Forest. Wake Forest is right up here near Raleigh, and it has a furniture factory. So we could take stuff to that furniture factory. Tools to Raleigh, no way. We're way from doing that. Passengers to Fayetteville, that's different. Fayetteville is right here. And it doesn't pay a whole lot, but at the same time it would get one done, and it would give us it would kind of give us it would kind of pay for the line to Fayetteville. Let me say it that way. So we could run a line to Fayetteville and set up passengers that way. So we'll keep that one in mind. We need more money to do that. Okay, now we're getting 5 passengers going back from Charlotte to Raleigh. So this is going to start kind of accelerating its money, so to speak. And if we can start feeding some stuff into Charlotte, then we'll definitely have full trains running back and forth, making us a very nice little money. All right, so let's sign this contract before it goes away. They only stay up there for a while, so let's sign that one, and let's do this. We're going to expand this station anyway. Let's bump this up a couple of times, and then what I'm going to do, and I'm actually going to go back here and bump this one as well, because what I want to do is double track this. right into the station like that. Whoops. Ah. I want it to go like that, straight into the second platform. And then we're going to make a little, we can't do the diamond, but we can do the next best thing. As soon as that train clears, going back to Charlotte. There we go. Now we can run one. I don't think we can cross over this. It's not going to let us cross on the bridge, but we'll come right outside the bridge like this and cross over. Collides with another structure. There. Collides with another structure. There we go. So now we've kind of opened up both of these platforms to trains coming into Raleigh. And now what we can do is run our line. Let's see. We'll run our line off of this and go down to Fayetteville. And I'm going to go ahead and double track from Fayetteville as well. Came in, shoot. All right. Let's delete the whole thing. God bless. All right. We'll come out of here and join in with that. Then we're going to come out of here. Hook into the track and then build a crossover right there like that. As soon as that train clears. Okay, now we've got now we should have the access. Well, no. One more thing. We'll make sure that we've got our poor man's diamond down here in Fayetteville. Now we should have access to both tracks in Fayetteville as well. So we're going to set up, we have money, yes we do. We're going to set up a line that goes and grabs passengers there, drops them off on our contract here. Whoops. And takes passengers back. Goodness, sorry. Takes passengers back. We want them all to be optional. So we don't have trains waiting around. That should not be a problem from Raleigh, but we won't take any chances. And up here, unload your passengers, apply. And we'll put a service station, service facility in repair shop, that's what it's called, in Raleigh, so this guy can be repaired. And go. And go. So there, now we're addressing a contract, and we'll be making money on the trip back, because we'll make money bringing people from Fayetteville to Raleigh, and we'll close out our contract, get a nice bonus, and then switch it over to a regular line so that it'll be making money in both directions as well. And you can see our money's racking up pretty nicely just from having those two little lines. And I think what I'd like to do, meat is to me, what I've seen so far. Now I haven't taken, I can't go past mission 6. I don't know if cities get bigger than 35 and what they do. 35 is the biggest city I've seen, but it seems that meat is a constant. These cities always want meat. So what I think I'd like to do is set up a meat factory, or a cattle ranch in Fayetteville. Yeah, let's do that. And then the Fayetteville can feed Charlotte both meat and the leather that we need for the. No, I'm sorry, that's not true. It can we're going to have Fayetteville feed meat into Raleigh and Charlotte. That'll be an extremely profitable line, and then the leather that it creates, we'll figure out how to move that over to here to Salem, which we absolutely can do. Okay, so we're going to need $10,000 for this, and I'm not sure what the farm will cost. I think it's around 40 some. So we need about 50, 60,000 to actually make this move. Well, we'll need more than that. We'll need 50, 60,000 to set this up, and we'll need to buy this wheat field over here to really make it work. We'll need about 100,000. And as soon as we get that contract fulfilled, let's see how we're doing on that. We've delivered 5. Here probably comes 5 more. Then we'll switch it over, and it'll be a more profitable line. We don't get much of a bonus for this, but it was a pretty easy thing carrying passengers. Okay, did we fulfill it? No, not quite. All right. We've got 80 grand. We could go ahead and buy this guy out here before he starts producing and his price goes up. Well, he's already produced 20, but his price is low because he has no demand for what he wants, for what he supplies. But we can fix that because we can build a line from here over here like so. And I kind of wish I'd thought of this before, but let's see. Is there anybody we would like? Station's cheaper. Jervis price 30% less. And I think we actually have the Jervis, which I should be running. Shame on me. Do we? No, we don't. But once we set up, oh boy, 30% off of Jervis. Oh, this is even better. Price of all locomotives, 22%. I like that better. That way we can run whatever we want. So we're going to set up an HR department. There's somebody worth hiring. And while I'm over here, we're going to set up an R&D. And we're going to hire this, where is he? Not the price of all locomotives is cheaper. Don't care about what things cost. Oh, and rail's 25% cheaper. Beautiful. Okay. Should have hired these guys before I built that. All right, so let's see what we can do about getting a line going. do our little poor man's diamond there. And we're going to, go ahead and set up this track right here. We're going to need it, but the reason I'm building it right now is because we're going to need to be able to, I want to be able to run a train directly down here to this wheat field. And it's just not, the route path finder thingy, whatever you call it, will not go here and turn around. It doesn't seem to want to do that. So let's run a path out of here. Let's see. Let's say we wanted to come out of this. Whoops. How would we do this? We'll come out like this, go over here like this, and join up with that track. And then we'll have to cross over like so, then come ahead of it a little bit and come out like that. See. Alright, I don't like any of this. It won't let me. Okay, let me try this again. Probably be better to do this one first and then do that one. Maybe that's true. I gotta do some more playing with this stuff. Okay, that might be good. Let's see. Let's go into build. Okay, they can come over here. They could come to there. Then they could go out like this. Merge with that track. Okay, and then they could come, let's see, then we're going to need another one. This gets a little complicated, but shoot, that's not going to work. Then we need to be able to come off of this track like this. It is not pretty, but it is a T-junction or Y-junction, or whatever you want to call it. And I guess we can go into that. That's really not pretty. All right. And then give this track right here the ability to cross over like that. Now we should have the ability to go from Fayetteville to Charlotte, but the main thing right now for our purposes, well, in a minute, once we buy this and put in a farm right here, now we're going to be able to produce meat in Fayetteville. And once we get a little more money, okay, we're going to buy a John Bull. And we're going to go to Clinton. Let's see. 36. 25. All right. We'll haul 5 wheat and unload them in Fayetteville. And we'll put repairs in Fayetteville as well. I think I just did an unnecessary. So here comes our wheat train going through our weird little junction. T2. What's the matter with T2? Oh. Okay. Man, you got to keep on top of all this. Our passenger contract is ended, so T2 can no longer, see how they've turned white? They can no longer dump passengers in Fayetteville. So what we have to do now is go back and reset it as a normal line, so to speak, and then say go, and it will dump the rest of its passengers and then do its thing to pick up passengers to go back to Raleigh. Now we'll start making more money because it's not doing a contract anymore. It's actually just a regular line. And these are different. Salem, we're not ready to put textiles in Salem, that's for sure. We'd love to eventually, real soon. All right, so now we're creating meat. So what we want to do now is have a line that goes to Charlotte, and from Charlotte you can bring back some people and put them there and go. And we want another train and this one. Did I make those optional? I did not. There we go. Now we're starting to rack up some money in our little 3-city cluster. And we've got, oh, now we've got mail opening up. So now we can run a mail train between Raleigh and Charlotte. So our mail train will make great money, and this line delivering, watch the meat going into Raleigh here, over 7,000 a pop, so very nice there. All right, so you can see our money's racking up pretty well now. So let's get our research going for sure before I forget about it, because as some of you pointed out, I do tend to do that. Research. I actually want to upgrade our research. Couple times. Now we've got 20 people doing research for us. The first level's 10, second level's 15, third level's 20. So we've got 20 scientists out here, and we don't care about the dog, man's the best friend. And we're going to start on the Jarvis, and we're just going to throw everybody, or Jervis, excuse me. Everybody go. That's not efficient, but it'll be quick. So we're going to get the Jervis started, and our goal, besides just finishing this mission, will be to have all of our Jervis research done and have the path toward the next one, which is the Memnon, which is a freight train. Let's see how we doing here. I think it's high time we started getting textiles and cloth and all that. There's no reason not to. So let's go. I'm going to actually upgrade this, and I'm going to double track. Man, why does it delete everything? If I put a little piece of track like that there, and then hit delete, that's more like it. Now I can delete that. Okay. Because what I want to do is hook up sometimes it doesn't. I've noticed you have to go all the way out and come back in as construction to get it to work. I want that line to connect like that, and this line go in like so. Give it our poor man's diamond. I guess it'd be a what, a zirconia maybe? Alright, now we've got double track going into Charlotte, and what we want to do now is have a line. Let's think about how do I want to do this. Let's run it out of the outside one first. Have it go over like this, come out like that, and over to Rock Hill. And then I want to double up Rock Hill and bring the track back. Have it merge like that. And actually, if it comes in like that, it can use this to get over. Okay, good deal. So there, now we have the hookup for Charlotte, and we need to be able to get to, well, we don't have to. Yeah, we do. Eventually, we're going to want to. So let's just put a little line in here. How are we going to do it? This doesn't have to be double track. This is just to get trains out of here and down this way. Okay, so now, well, we spent all our money. I want to accumulate some money. Yes, Olive, I'm sorry. We want to accumulate some money, and then we're going to buy the textile factory, buy this cotton field. What's it going to cost us? 46. 40. We need 90 grand to buy those two things, and then we're going to get a train started hauling cotton over to the textile factory. And in the no, we're not ready for that. Then we're making leather over here, so we'll get that started. In fact, you know, how are we going to do that? Shoot, let's just see how complicated we can make all this. Let's see if we can't go over here. Okay. And okay, now we can start. And let's not buy the clothing factory. Let's just make some money shipping stuff to it for now. Oh, I take that back. Forget that. Look at our money just racking up here. All right, we're going to buy that. We're going to buy that. We're going to run a train. We've got the Jervis, so we need to get that research going. Let's do 5 times 2. We'll start 5 projects, and we'll put 2. No, it'll be 5 times 4. Yes. 6. And we can start 7. That's all we can do. All right, go. All right, so now we're cranking out some research on the Jervis. And what else are we going to do? Oh yeah, we want a train that goes John Bull. We'll stick with the John Bull till we get, well, for this mission, we'll just stick with the John Bull. Let's do 4. And I am going to make them optional, although I don't think they'll ever be a problem. And we're going to take those over here to the clothing factory. And go. Let's see. And we are going to run a line. Let's see, this one would need to be able to cross over like this. Then come out like this. And get over there like that. And I forgot to do, we don't have a poor man's diamond down here. Now we do. All right, so let's see. So this line can get to this line, and we want this line to be able to get to this line. Which it can do. All right, so now we can deliver the textiles to the clothing factory. Did we buy that? Well, yes, we just did. All right, so we own the whole clothing cycle, and again, we're not going to make money on it while we fill this contract, but it would be a super money maker for us down the road. All right, so we've got bridges, tunnels, cotton, textiles. We don't buy anything. Okay. I want a train. I want a John Bull. I want it to run over here. And go. Did we ever do the cotton one? I don't think so. Okay, we've got cotton running to Charlotte. We've got textiles and leather running to Salem. Now we just need to set up our delivery into Raleigh. So we'll come out the back end of Raleigh like this. I think it was this side. I'll go back and double check it. Yes. All right. Like so. And I'm double tracking this not because we're going to run 50 trains over to Raleigh from the clothing factory, but because that makes it more flexible for other things I might want to plug into the network. At least that's the theory. This game I haven't totally figured out if it's all good or not. And let's slow down for a minute. Put in our Zirconia crossing. And our double track got a little messed up, but it's functionally correct. And our Zirconia crossing on this side, perfecto. And now we can have a train that goes from here, where you see we're producing, by the John Bull. Take 4 clothing and apply it to our contract. And how much time do we have? Not much. All right, go. There goes our train off to, on its way to Salem. All right, and here I think our signals have failed us. Pause. We have a head-to-head here. Opportunity for improvement, yes it is. All right, what's T8? T8. That's our textiles. What's T1? Oh, that's our passenger train. I fear that our passenger train, we'll copy it. Yeah, we'll copy it. And then we'll go back to T1 and scrap it. And that one went right through that. And these two just piled on top of each other. So there's a little room for improvement here. So T-tail, look at this. We're already taking clothing over there. So, all right. So we've got our clothing under control. We've got a train hauling 4. I think it's hauling 4. Or did it go empty? Yeah, hauling 4. So we're looking good on that. Let's see if we got any contracts we can fulfill. Furniture to Raleigh, big payoff. Henderson Passengers, there we go. There we go. Ta-da. Henderson's right up here. And it's coming out of Raleigh, which is, abundant source of passengers. So let's do our little intersection here. We'll go, let's see. We'll come out. This will be the left-hand side. And we'll bump up our station. This is the left-hand side. So, if I build a little piece of track like that. Oh, crap. I hate how it does this. Okay. I want this to be the left-hand side to match up with that. And the right-hand side, gonna have to come out back here maybe. Put in our zirconia crossing. Beautiful. And we'll set up a line. Well, let's just use the Jervis here. Since it's out here kind of by itself. How many can we run? We'll run 4. The Jervis doesn't have the pulling power, but it has more speed. So we'll do 4. And it'll actually make more money because it'll turn fast. It'll get up there and back a lot faster. Make sure everything is optional so we don't sit around and take up space in the station. And go. And did we do the contract? No. Oh, we need to sign the contract first. Ooh, thankfully it's still there. And we need to unload to the contract, which has just popped up since we signed it. And I'd rather do the repairs out in Henderson because it's not going to be as busy as Raleigh. All right. Off you go, mate. All right. Let's see how we're doing on research. Yeah, we can start some more. We're about to get the option of doing the Memnon research, which will be good. Okay. T3, something's wrong with the T3 line. Didn't give it repairs. All right, I'm going to copy that line. And then I'm going to take T3 and throw it in the trash can. There we go. User failure. I didn't set up repairs. So here we're already moving passengers to Henderson. Mail to Henderson. Oh, hallelujah. All right. Stop here. We will definitely sign that one. And we'll get us another Jervis. And we'll go down here on mail. And we will fulfill that mail contract in Henderson. Beautiful, beautiful. And our research is finished some more. We'll start that one. Oh, we'll start this guy too. Oh, we don't have any researchers. Yeah, we will in a moment. Okay, now we've got the Memnon started. Any employees worth having? Nope. All right, let's review the bidding here. So we've got, there's our train. How are we looking for? Let's see. What is T10? Is it? Oh, good. This one has just pulled out with 4 more clothing, and we're making more clothing. Good for us. Our economy looks good. We should get into another industry. Now, if I wanted to cheat and think, oh, I already know how this goes, I would go set up a whiskey industry, and that's what I'd do. But I'm going to try. I'm going to not do that, and I'm going to intentionally not do whiskey, even though it's a perfectly good thing to do. And what else could we do? What other trouble could we get into? We're selling the meat. We're using the leather. Let's just expand. Let's. We're a passenger mail outfit. Let's just expand. Let's go down here like this. There's a couple of really good cities down here to pick up. A real good one right there, Charleston. So our Zirconia crossing is doesn't end till way out here. So we'll come out of here. And then like that to go down to Charleston. Is that right? And then we need to be able to get over there, and then we need to be able to come out like that. Good. Now, those of you who are my Railway Empire buddies, do you feel like we're playing Railway Empire when it first came out with these kind of crossings? That's exactly what it feels like to me. All right, let's get some Jervis passenger lines going. Make some serious money. Go. Oh, and we didn't set up one. We can now do a passenger line even between Rock Hill . Okay, and last but not least here, let's do one between between Augusta and Charleston. Okay, and Augusta to Charleston. Okay, now we want to do Whiskey to Charleston. Let's review the bidding here. Okay, we finished our clothing, so now we can start making money on clothing. Our economy is about to boom a little bit, because what we're going to do is take that train 10. CS is asleep because we've fulfilled the contract, and we're going to make it just sell clothing. And there we go. Now that whole big clothing supply chain that we own is going to start making profit when we sell to Raleigh rather than just fulfilling that contract. What was I doing? Oh, we need to make whiskey and sell it down and bring it and deliver it to Charleston, but we're all set up for that, and this is going to be easy. Let's see, what's this guy doing? These are passengers to Rock Hill, Columbia, Columbia, Augusta, Columbia, Charleston. Okay, this one I think was supposed to be Augusta to Charleston. We're going to put repairs in Charleston. Okay, and then I do want one more. I'm going to copy that train so that I have part of it set up. But then I want to load. But I want to get rid of the load. Get rid of the load. And what we're going to do here is set up a mail line. Let's make sure everything is coming out of our out of here. There they go. Beautiful. I do think having the little poor man's diamond is actually helping get stuff out of the station better. Nice. Okay. So now let's set up our, well, let me see here. We've only done one contract. We've got 2 that are working. That'll give us 3. We need contracts. Oh, look at this. Passengers to Augusta. All right, beautiful. All right. So what we can do with that is, if I could click on this and see the trains, that would be nice. So this is passengers to Augusta. So we can flip this over to our contract. And we should have one Augusta to Charleston passengers. There it is. In Augusta, oh, we got, shoot. Oh, that was load. I didn't mean to do that. We want to unload in Augusta. We want to unload to our contract. All right. So, how many we got going now? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Furniture to Raleigh would be good. Textiles to Augusta. How many textiles do we have up here? I don't think we have an abundance. Oh, we have tons of them. Oh, great. All right, so sign that, and now we're going to run, I think we'll do the John Bull for this. We're going to grab and run all the way down here to Augusta. I want a couple of those to get this done, and then we'll just kill them off or give them a new assignment. And go. Uh-oh. Why isn't he going? There he goes. Here we go. All right, so pause. All right, so we've got 5 of our 7 going. We're getting a lot of research done. We're almost done with the Jervis upgrades. The Memnon, can we go any further? Okay, this is where we want to be. Let's put some people in that, and I guess, yeah, I guess we'll just have to do these. Let's see. I want to get to the one after the Memnon. That's when you go ka-ching, ka-ching. And I think I'm missing. Yeah. Oh, this is no good. We need. And of course, it's on the opposite side. But here's what we'll do. We just upgrade it a couple more times. I don't know if did that connect? I don't think it did. There we go. There we go. Now it's working. All right, so we've got that going on, and we're spent a lot of money there. How did I do that? How did our money get to 0? Did I spend all that money? Or did we just break the game? I think the game just broke. Yeah, I think it did. I think the game just broke. Flip this back over to regular delivery. But I think our game is broken because Well, we're making a ton of money, but this number up here just seems to be mildly off, shall we say? All right, I'm going to proceed on the assumption that that's lying to us and that we really do have money. And if I go 50,000 in the hole and lose this, I will not be pleased. And I'm not delighted that it's functioning the way it is. All right, so here we go. We're going to set up a whiskey business. And if you haven't guessed, that whiskey business is going to go right here. In fact, let's just put it. Now, I can't buy anything because I don't have any money. Now, how could that be? I just built track. Okay, the game's. Oh, shoot. Shoot. All right, I'm going to just stop right there, and because I do want to show you this mission. I like the mission. I like. You have to do two major industries: the clothing, which you saw how we did that, and how are we looking on time? We got 255 days to finish off with some more contracts. We got 3 that are queued up that'll finish pretty easily, and we've got we can get a couple more without any problem. And we've had the line. It seems like we've had pretty good throughput. Everything's running okay. I got a little stall down here, but I don't know if that's me or the game. See, I can't upgrade it now because it thinks I'm broke, but I don't think I am, because I mean, you know, let me let it run for a minute just to see. Now, see, our money's going up, and we have optionally we could give furniture to Charleston, which is fine. We could do that or not do it. It doesn't matter. But right now, I think we're just going to have to quit because the game is broken. Because you can see, just watch this number right here, second quarter results, and watch the number. See, it's going up. We're making money. Well, it goes down when we spend, obviously, but see, look at that. Look at that. We're making tons of money, yet it thinks we're broke. So, all right, I've broken the game again. Sorry. But I do want to show you this because it's a pretty cool mission. I have been able to finish it before, and not like this. I mean, I try to do it a different way each time. I really like all of this. This looks like actual railroad, pretty close, a little messy, but pretty close to an actual railroad design, a railroad track with a kind of a 3-city cluster and a branch off to an industry and a branch off to a city up here. It looks pretty cool, but the game needs a little work. We know that. See, look at this, 763,000 profit. That's because our clothing's now starting to make money. So anyway, let's just stop right there, wrap it up, and shucks, we can't finish. All right. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you become a better player, and I hope you'll join us for our next Railroad Corporation video. Thank you.